Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatley F1, and we're here for the qualifying watch-along to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It will set the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix coming this weekend, and it looks towards more like Ferrari and Red Bull again. Mercedes still like trying to find performance in their car. So there's still the clear third fastest and everything, but they are still struggling with to unlock the performance of their car. The porpoising is not helping them, but I'm sure once they get that sorted, they should be able to get themselves further up the grid. But yeah, so let me just put. Let me just. Right, so yeah. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button as well, hit the share button as well, and yeah, let's see. See if he's available. Sure, he should be. Well, we'll see how things go with Mercedes, but obviously the two that teams we're looking at are Red Bull and Ferrari. When I look at Ferrari, and Red Bull, but Ferrari, how Red Bull managed to run their car so low but avoid the porpoising that other teams get is it doesn't make sense to me. Like so yeah. I wonder if they didn't get the deal with Oracle, right? Because I believe there was a catch. You had to be a champion. They had to be champions to get that deal. I bet if they didn't get that deal, they wouldn't have got. It might have affected the development of the car. I wonder. Because it just doesn't make sense to me. It also doesn't make sense as well. What also doesn't make sense to me as well is how is it Mercedes? They cut back on their funding for last season. If they spent more the money that Red Bull had spent last season, they would have won the championship at a cruise. They didn't spend near as much as Red Bull on the development of their car. So if they did actually spend the same amount of the Red Bull, they would have won at a cruise, which it doesn't make. So that's why it doesn't make sense to me of how they're now behind them. They got to start sorting out something. Otherwise, all of that, we're saving money so we could be focused on 2022. You've basically sacrificed Hamilton's championship for fuck all. Now, that would really piss me off because you could have quite easily just spent that money on anything and given the opportunity for Lewis to actually go and win the title at a cruise, which is what he would have done because he would have had the car that was good enough to go and win it because he would have had the funding to find the improvements and find all the updates. Because Red Bull were updating so much their cars so much more than what Mercedes were. So I'm also going to turn that down, actually. Sorry, I'm going to turn that down. So, yeah. So, and what I love about this, that like, the one new thing I love about this season, the cameras on board, like in Charles Leclerc's like camera helmet cam or Norris's helmet cam. That those shots of seeing like literally having the camera just inside their visor is absolutely incredible. You get to see what these drivers are doing and what these drivers are going through. Now, all of a sudden, you've got a camera there that shows you how difficult it is to drive an F1 car, keep all the settings, listen to your engineers, work out your strategy, look after your tires, making sure you're keeping a guy behind, and also making sure you're driving as fast as possible, hitting your apexes, your braking points at the right point. Right? That's why when you see these drivers doing their lap, you'll see it today. No communication between there'll be no communication between the engineer, race engineer, that special relationship between the engineer and the driver. That's why when some drivers move to a new team, they take their engineer with them, right? Like Rob Smedley moved with Massa to from Ferrari to Williams, and so forth. But like I'm saying, is that there will be no communication whatsoever. You won't hear a pin drop, absolute pin drop. You won't hear it because he's got to focus on that lap, hitting the apexes, getting the exit right, get good on the traction, get good traction out of the corners. Right. Don't forget this. This was also 27 corners, 80% full throttle. Right. So this is a serious like this circuit. You've got to have balls of steel to drive a Formula One car at 200 miles an hour through the barriers here, right, and have most of those corners flat out. Balls of steel you gotta have, right. This circuit is a challenging circuit. It ain't easy. I love how they were reminiscing about the Grand Prix last year, right, because they were going through about some of the corners. Did you want to forget about like the entrance to turn 27? Not the fact that how Verstappen stuck it in a wall qualifying. What about the part before the corner where he decided to brake test fucking Lewis Hamilton? Or did you want to forget that bit? Because it's a deliberate brake test. Now, let's forget that bit. Let's forget that bit. Better not piss off the world champion now, should we? I'm still saying he should have been disqualified from that Grand Prix. But because we had to have level points, we had to be level on points to get the grand finale, right? And rather than worry about the actual racing, right? He actually got away with it. 10 seconds, so he ends up second, which is where he was in originally. So he hasn't really got a penalty. So you're basically saying, that's all right. He's not really been penalised. So any driver out there in the world, you can go and brake test someone and get away with it. Right? Because unfortunately, there are some dumb fuckers out there that drive their cars thinking they're Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen. Right? Absolute lunatics. Right? And they actually try and use these as an example of how to be a driver. Right? And try and apply it on a road. Right? So when you've got drivers in this sport doing stuff like that, brake testing people and not getting punished for it, you're basically telling them it's perfectly fine. If I was Charlie Whiting, he'd be lucky he wouldn't get disqualified. He would be extremely lucky he wouldn't get disqualified. Or he would have taken a massive penalty into the next Grand Prix. Last race or not. Simple. So, but hey, we got to have a grand finale now, haven't we? So, there we are. But make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button as well. Just let people know. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So obviously the pink Mercedes, the pink Alpine, sorry, pink Mercedes, that was back in 2020. So the light will go green now. The light has gone green now. So green, green, green. Session has started. Let's see if I can bring the timer up. Actually, timer. It will be 17 minutes. Max Verstappen just waiting in the box. The Haas was the first one out. Not sure which one first. I've got to log into the F1 thing as well. Let me look at the F1 website. F1 website. Some people might be a little ahead of me watching it on my PS5. So there. There we go. We've got the timing screens as well. So let me share this screen first. We'll share the. Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to share that. And then I'm going to zoom it in to this bit. Right, so you've got a timer there. And then I'm going to do, no, that. If can someone let me know if they can see that timer, please. As you see Carlos Sainz. If you can't see the timer, let me know and I'll go to the other one. In fact, actually, do you know what I'll do is I'll go back to the other one, actually. Because I can then see what's... No, fuck off Twitter. Right. So, let me try and get the leaderboard. So, Hamilton's now out there. He's just about... Should be setting... He's starting his lap as well. Lando Norris now. Flat. Completely flat through 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's such a great sequence of corners. Right, as he comes up towards the far end of the circuit, complete like loop with a gradient coming off there, coming off to 16, 17, right, 18, 19, 20, and then 21, and then 22 here, 22, 23. Infamous 22, 23, very fast, very fast. Like that, the McLaren seems to pick up pace from last weekend. Actually, you know what? I'll bring. Right, there you go. Look, there's the top 10 for you. I'll just tell you what the time is. Actually, there's I've got 14 minutes on the clock at the minute. So I'll get rid of that. There's no point having it. So, and that's just showing you the top 10 at the minute. So Magnussen, Norris, Ricciardo, Russell, Guan Yu, Zhou, again performing well in that Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo is not a bad little car. Hamilton struggling with the medium tyres. Right, these new tyres, they're struggling to get surface temperature. There's also a new rule where you can't use the brake rims to put heat into the tyres. You can't do that anymore. Right, that's been banned. So it's a lot harder to get tyre temp. And Pirelli have come out and said these new tyres, it's not about surface temperature now. It's more about like it's not about surface temp, it's more about temperature actually in the carcass of the tire. So so you want to, and that's meaning that some people are taking 2 laps on the soft tire to get a good enough lap time in, right? They're usually finding that the second lap's the better lap out of the two, and that's even with Ferrari and Red Bull. So I'm surprised that Mercedes have gone out on the medium tire, because they both Mercedes have done that, and Russell's 5th, Hamilton 11th, obviously with that poor lap. Sainz going through, that's such a great sequence of corners, going through where he nearly spun and hit the wall in qualifying last year. He's 2/10 up on Magnussen. Leclerc coming behind him has gone 3/10 quicker as he comes around the loop of what loop is that? What loop is that? Let me just try and, I'm not too familiar with this circuit actually. I do remember. I remember like most of the corners, but I'm not like, it takes like a few times to understand. So right, so so you got 27, so 13's right, so 5, 6, 7, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, okay, I got you. So he's now coming around turn 27. There's yellow flags out. Yellow flags. Red flag. Red flag. There's a red flag. What's it for? What's happened here? Oh, someone's dicked it in the wall. Nicholas Latifi. Nicholas Latifi has put it in the wall. What turn off is that? Is that... Oh, look at that in the helmet cam as well. He's out. Right. What turn's that? Maybe turn 13, you know. So he's coming up to turn 13. Yeah, loses the back end. Total oversteer. Jeez, look at that cockpit cam. That cockpit cam, I've seen that on accident, is quality. You see what the impact they have to that they go through, right? The physical impact. Turns in, complete step of oversteer, loses the rear, and then he's just a passenger straight into the wall. And when you have an accident in Saudi Arabia, you have an accident and it's serious. So red flag for that. Absolute red flag. Total wipeout. Big up everyone watching on Facebook. Really do appreciate you watching. If you can, please do share and do share the go on YouTube and share the channel that way as well. Be really helpful. Big up the one I'm watching on Twitch as well. So the current order: Magnussen, Schumacher, right? Both Hasses in the top 2. Norris, Ricciardo, Russell, Zhou, Guan Yu, Zhou, Stroll, Albon, Hulkenberg, Latifi, who was in 10th and could possibly be through to the second round, depending on what the others have done. He's still got a lot of drivers to go. He's still got the 2 Ferraris, which will put him 12th, 13th, 14th, 5th. Yeah, he could be end up out of this session, to be honest, by the end of this session. So I'm not going to lie. So this is going to take a while for them to... It actually shouldn't take that long to clear because he's right next to the... right next to like a gap in the barriers where they can just push the car once it's safe enough to push them. Because obviously if the car's still live and you touch the car, the battery pack will kill you. The electric shot from the battery pack will kill you. So you have to have like rubber gloves and rubber boots on to make sure you don't conduct the energy through you. because obviously electricity will just go straight through you into the floor. So yeah, you have to be very careful on that one. Right, let me have a look. Right. So yeah, everyone in the pits at the minute. Hamilton with the bottom time at the minute of all the drivers that have set a lap. Of course, he's at the bottom time because he's made that many mistakes on that lap. So it looks clear to me. So I think they should be able to get this back on track. I think that's the medical car quickly picking up the TV. So they should get this underway pretty quickly. They should get this underway again very soon. I don't think I'm going live for the rest of the evening, to be honest. I might do a show on this. Should I do a show on SFeatleyTV? No, can't be asked. See how I feel after this, actually, to be honest. But yeah, make sure you keep hitting the like button and the subscribe button. So yeah, the session's back again. It's back live again. We're back live again. So the rest of the session's just restarted again. Let's see if Aston Martin's like pounding that they got actually helps from their owner. Their own owner actually killing them, destroying them. after the one Grand Prix. Let's hope he actually improves. Right. So 10 minutes to go. So here we go. We got all the drivers coming back out on circuit straight away. You've got 10 minutes to go to get their laps in. So we'll see how this goes now. See how this all plays out. Right. So I want to set something up actually. Let me just quickly set this up. Let me go back to the poll. I want to set up a poll actually on average. Right. Whole lap in 2020. Right. So let's have a look. 7 minutes to go. Here comes Hamilton coming across the line. It's only 12th fastest. 12th fastest. Mercedes again still struggling with that car. They are struggling with that car right now. It is real struggle with that car. Let me just quickly get into the tracks. I know there's people. Thoughts, Norris calling. Thoughts on Norris calling Ricardo. Abundant. I did not hear that actually. I did not hear that. Did he actually say that? I don't know. Let me go check that out. By the way, I am getting to the chat. I was just trying to make sure that everything's up to date. Ricardo. I haven't seen anything of it, but yeah, you'd have to tell me a bit more. Well, I haven't seen nothing of it, so big up. Big up, Dirty F1 podcast. If you're, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you do go subscribe to his. I'm at work, but wanted to log in and say, hey, no worries, man. Big up. We've got what? We've got 5 minutes left of this session. Norris on the lap, Schumacher on the lap, Bottas on the lap. Right, the lap times are still going to come in thick and fast. Right, go through 22, 23, a little bit wide on 22, but manages to recover it for 23. Coming towards now the last corner, turn 27. Throws it in. Good exit. Now it's just a drive to the line. DRS open. What's this time going to be for Norris? It should be an improved time. Fifth fastest for Norris. Finally, McLaren has started to show some pace. Like, luckily for them, Bottas, fifth fastest. That Alfa Romeo is a very good car. It is a very good car. Zhou, let's have a look at him. A lot of people keep written off the start of the season. He gets some points on his debut. What's his qualifying time? 8th fastest already. He's going well as well. Settling in very easily. Unsafe release between Magnussen and Ricciardo has been noted by race control. So I want to get a replay on that to see if they can see if they actually do anything about that. But the driver at risk is Hamilton. Hamilton, driver at risk. Oh no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Come on, Lewis. Come on, man. Oh no. Oh, he's just gone through. He's a 100th down on Mick Schumacher, the 15th. Hamilton could be going out here. Oh, you're fucking joking. You fucking saved all this fucking money from last season. You saved all the money from last season to spend on this season, right? You sacrificed Hamilton's championship for this season. If you spent more, you would have won it at a cruise. But you are struggling to even qualify out of Q1. What the fuck have you been playing at? How is it Red Bull, who spent more last season, now ahead of you? What is going on? Fuck me. Jesus Christ. No, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. What the fuck have Mercedes been up to, man? And he can't even seem to improve. Well, you're going to have to, Lewis. I get you're 5/10 slower than Red Bull and Ferrari. Fine. Fine. That's recoverable. You did it and recovered it before. But this is a joke. This is a joke. Oh, he better get it this time. This is his last chance. Come on, Lewis. Come on. Bring it out of that fucking car. Come on. He's won in every single season he's competed in. He's going to struggle to do it if the way he's going. Come on, Lewis, for fuck's sake. He's struggling. He's struggling. He's up on sector 1. That's it. Come on. Come on. Ricciardo up to 11th. Hamilton still. He's down. Look, come on! Wing out that fucking car! Come on! Oh, that's Jesus Christ. And Hamilton stalls on the no. You fucking What the fuck have you been playing at? Absolute fucking joke! Fucking joke! Fuck me. Honestly. Absolute joke. What a joke. You saved all your money for this. You saved all the money for this. What a joke. Absolute joke. Of course they have. They've got the fucking 7-time world champion, right, driving the thing. You can't get a better driver, right, in Formula 1 to drive that car. And he's been knocked out. So Sonoda, no time is out. Latifi out, Hulkenberg, Albon, Hamilton. What the fuck have you been playing at? What a waste of time and money. You scaled back all of the fucking development for this last year to focus on this year. And what have you produced? A piece of shit. How? How? No sense. Big up Brandon. Hope you're well, mate. Right. Someone in Mercedes, right? Get the fucking technical director, put him up against a fucking wall, and tell him to sort the fucking car out. Because this is bullshit. You can't get a better driver in Formula 1 to drive that piece of shit. Right? Because he's won in cars that, to be honest, should be in fucking bottom of the fucking grid. I'm talking about McLaren, 2009. It was fucking out of quality 1 back then at the start of the season. And he still managed to win in them. You can't get a better driver. Right? Fucking Mercedes. It's fucking Mercedes. Absolute wankers. What have you been doing? It's alright though. You got your constructors. got your constructors though. You know. Sorry, mate. I haven't got a clue what that means. I don't speak that language. If you can write in English, then I could be able to translate it. I haven't got a clue. If that doesn't wake someone up in fucking Mercedes, nothing will. Nothing will. Hamilton is out of Q1. Hamilton is out of Q1. He is out. Because Mercedes can't build a fucking car. Saved all their money and spent it on obviously fucking partying on their fucking constructors. We're all fucking hurt. Well, yeah, of course you are. If you're that fucking hurt, you would have spent your money better, wouldn't you? Why don't you just fucking focused on last year? Why don't you just done that? Why don't you just spend the same that Red Bull did last season? You would have fucking won at a cruise. Because you managed to spend half of the amount they did and still keep up with them and then still beat them in the last 4 races. Well, it should have been 4 if it weren't for the FIA. Right? So you had them on the palm of your hand. But no, you decided you wanted to save money. Joke. Right? I'm not hearing this bollocks that it's fucking Hamilton's fault. I'm not hearing this bollocks. You can't put a better driver in that car. If he can't drive that fucking car, right, or seem to get around the problems, no one can. No one can. Simple as that. Right? And I'm not hearing this bloody fucking Verstappen bollocks. 17th. Who is 17th in that? Alex Albon. Alex Albon. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe as well. Right? Trust me, I'll get this heated every time something goes on. Trust me. So you definitely don't want to miss it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button as well. Right? 19th, Nicholas Latifi. Right, what is going on? Seriously. Those are the drivers out. Oh, that's a joke. That's a joke. Right. How about you go and find yourself a live stream, right? I'm not fucking getting mine copyrighted, mate. Mate, I get this passionate about football and F1, mate. It's because I'm passionate about it and I want to win. Right. Where's Do you know what? I don't honestly know, but I tell you what, there's something definitely wrong with that car. That car is not right. It's not right at all. Right? How can Russell manage to... don't forget as well, like you're all saying about Russell, but who finished 3rd last race? Who qualified 5th as well? So, like, they're saying they're the third place team and they've got something to work with. It don't look like they've got something to work with for me. That's more like a polite and not letting your rivals know that we've fucked it. Simple. I'd rather they just come out and say, yeah, we fucked it up. But, hey, good job on Russell, man. Because, look, I'm a Hamilton fan, but I said this season I'll be backing Russell as well. But I'm predominantly still going to be a Hamilton fan because it's the one I've grown up on. Right? And there's a long story about that, about why I'm a Hamilton. You better not be calling me that. Right? Unless you're describing yourself. Because if you are calling me that, you obviously are describing yourself. Right? But here comes Magnussen round, final corner, pelted to a line. That Haas is a really looking good car. I like that. They've done well with that car. I'm not even going to read that. Leclerc just gone fastest with a 128.8. Good showing by Ferrari there. So for me this season, it's been Hamilton first. My Hamilton first. Right, I want Hamilton. I support Hamilton first. Then obviously I'm supporting Russell. Russell with a 120. Why are they going for mediums again? You've just seen fucking Lewis go out, and you're now going on mediums. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's see if there's anything wrong that they've said. Let me have a look. Live commentary. Pierre Gasly, Nico Hulkenberg. No, there was nothing. What? Right, so what's Hamilton's been?
How's the sectors there?
So we were 7/10 off George. He managed to set a purple sector 1.
7/10 off in the sector 1.
AFA.
Consider potentially reusing this set.
AFA.
Suspicious to me, man. Really does. Who's grabbing pole position? Leclerc. Fuck Verstappen. Clearly, obviously, wasn't, mate. Why would he want to sandbag in a car that's third fastest? It's supposed to be the third fastest car. You wouldn't want to do that. Lewis Hamilton will not sandbag in qualifying, and he wouldn't do that. So, especially when his car's slower than the top two teams, which is Red Bull and Ferrari. But to be asked about Mercedes, they have said after the Monaco Grand Prix in 2021 that they are not spending any more money apart from one upgrade in Silverstone they are not spending any more money to improve the car. Which, if they did, they would have won that at a cruise. At a cruise. Because they just managed to keep up with them without having to update the car. So imagine if they did, when they did update the car constantly, like Red Bull were doing, and spent the amount of money Red Bull did, they would have won it at a cruise. So they sacrificed, in the end, Hamilton's championship, which was stolen by the FIA. Gonna make that very fucking clear, right? But anyway, they sacrificed that for that. And yet Red Bull, who has spent more, are ahead. How does that work? So what the fuck have they been playing at? Because they should have more money to spend on this car. Right? Turn 7 incident involving cars 31 Ocon and Ricciardo 3 were investigated after the session for impeding someone. So that, oh yeah, just saw that. Just saw that replay. That was Ricciardo impeding Ocon's lap on a very fast part of the circuit as well. Zhou comes through in 11th. Well, I want to ask your opinions on Guan Yu Zhou, actually, to be honest. What's your opinions on him? Because, look, I think he's been all right. I think he's done well, to be honest. To this GP. No. Right, let me put that there. Someone just answer that in the chat for us. It's a poll about like whether they should be racing anyway here after what's happened. Well, they're gonna flip the switch on the half of the season, and it's only one Grand Prix. Look, yeah, like so Lewis was let's say gonna wrap this up and fight Ferrari and Red Bull. Oh, Jesus Christ! Massive accident. Massive accident. Big shunt. And it involves, I think it's Magnussen. Coming down to the last turn. Or no, turn third. Is it last turn? Yeah. No, it's Mick Schumacher. Big shunt. Wow. Jeez. Right, is he okay for a start? See if how these new safety features in the car are. But that is a huge shunt. With 5 minutes to go as well. Right, so come on, let's see the replay of this. Max deserved the title and just had. Yeah, no, but hang on a minute. That's all well and good, but the rules should be followed. You can't change the rules halfway through a fucking football match. So why are you changing the rules halfway through a Grand Prix? Right, if the rules are followed, that race finishes on the safety car. It doesn't matter if he had the fresher tyres. Doesn't matter at all. Right? In the end of it, that race should have finished behind the safety car. That is a fact. Right? That's why they've come out and admitted they were wrong. They come out and said it was a human error, but at the same time, not clarified who made the human error. Well, it was very fucking clear, innit? Massy, innit? And why? Because you had, and they've even said it themselves, you had fucking the whole of Red Bull screaming down his earphone saying, get it out of the way, get these cars out of the way, get it restarted, which obviously flipped the frigging situation because he made his decision and he changed it because he wanted. I don't care if it's not football. You're allowed to get passionate about any sort of sport. It's sport. It's sport. Christ. This one is in a, oh, well, there's been a massive shunt. Magnussen, right? Big shunt. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be dull as hell. No. If I see Hamilton go out, right, I'm going to get angry about it. Right? Because I want him to win. It's the same as I want, like, if I wanted, I remember, for example, when Andy Murray wanted to win the tennis, right? You know, like whenever he messed up, I'm like, oh come on, man, what are you doing? Like, and when he constantly messed up, you get angry about that. It's all bit of damage to the AlphaTauri floor there. This is the other thing as well. You're riding these curbs. You've got to be very careful on these curbs these days, because it's a now 3D floor, and you're generating all the downforce from the floor of the car. It makes obviously if you damage the floor of the car, it's going to have a greater impact than what it did last season. Last season it had certain impact, but that's more of an aerodynamical effect. If you did it now, he should be okay, to be honest. There is I think there's an ambulance down there. See, no replay of the accident. Right, I'm just hoping to see if he's okay first. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But all these overlays, by the way, this took me all night. I stayed up all night doing these overlays for this season. Try and make it as good as I can. So I'm not that great with graphics, so being able to project all the results and have them automatically changed whilst I'm live and everything like that, I ain't good at that. I don't know how to do that. So I can do a green screen, that's about it. But so these overlays is about as good as it gets. So so I really do appreciate any comments. If there's any way you want me to improve it, please do let me know, because I'm always trying to find a way to improve it. It is a new channel. We started this in January. All my F1 content used to be on my other channel, SFeatleyTV, which is fully monetized, but that just does Arsenal football content now. But F1 content is now on this channel. So if you can follow us on the Facebook page that we've got, you can follow us on Twitter at SFeatleyF1, Instagram at SFeatleyF1, or you can follow us on YouTube by typing SFeatleyF1 on YouTube and subscribing there. We're on our way to 100 subscribers. That would be really helpful if you could do that, because it'd be nice to get this monetized. Because like my other channel, if we get it monetized, unlike my other channel where all the money that I make from my monetized channel on the other one goes to Children's Disease Foundation, half of the money goes to Children's Liver Disease Foundation if we actually get to monetization for this channel. So that's the plan. the master plan. So Mick still in on the car. Yeah, I haven't seen him going out the car yet. I haven't seen him come out the car yet. And I haven't seen any replays either. If they don't show any replays straight after an accident, usually they show a replay after an accident. But if they don't show a replay after an accident, it means that there's been a serious accident. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I hope he's okay. Just hope he's okay. Oh, not now. No, not now. I'm live. Can we wait till after qualifying? Well, we're waiting to see this red flag cleared first because Mick's had a serious accident. We've got 5 minutes of Q2, then 12 minutes of Q3. Half an hour. Mick Schumacher. Hamilton's out of Q1. About half an hour.
Okay, but we're just going to do takeaway from
Oh. No. Maybe some chips. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, no, Mum. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not hungry. Yeah, I'm still quite full. I said no, Mum. Okay. Mike, please stop talking now, please. Sorry about that. Yeah, a serious accident. He's out of the car. He's been put in a medical car. He is out of the car. What's going on? Is he all right? Could race control? I would love race control to literally just ask the people down on the circuit, the medical guys. Oh, he's in an ambulance. Shit. Shit. He's in an ambulance. Sorry, let me just. The car's splitting off. The car's splitting off, but at least it's done its job in separating without exposing the fuel tank, which is one of the major safety things, learning from Robin Grosjean's crash. Is fucking Mick Schumacher okay? Jesus Christ. Let me see on the live commentary. Right, we've heard that Mick is conscious, out the car, and currently on his way to the medical centre. That was literally just 5 minutes ago. So there you go. I'll put this full screen. So yeah, full screen. This is Mick Schumacher is conscious, out of the car, and currently on his way to the medical centre to be assessed after a lengthy delay. Right. Let me just listen to what Hamilton's got to say. So apparently, Hamilton says he's gone just the wrong way with the setup, which can explain why he's 7/10 slower than Russell. Sorry, his teammate. They've gone wrong way with the setup, which doesn't bode well for the race because he's now in part firming conditions. So yeah, it's going to be a long race. Yeah, you know, it happens, man. I still feel Mercedes will get there. Like, as much as I get angry about them, and I've got trust me, I've got angry about them many a times. Like I remember at 2019 British Grand Prix, I was like, no, I've got that so many times. I've got angry about them, like loads of times. But I do feel they'll get there. Well, they'll stop for. I think Ferrari might be the strongest out of the lot. To be honest, I think just Ferrari are downplaying it. I think Ferrari are the ones to beat. To be honest, but then these cars are going to start improving very very quickly because there's going to be a lot of loopholes. Whenever there's new rules, there's new loopholes. So, as you can see on the overlay, the next Grand Prix will be on the 8th to 10th of April, the Australian Grand Prix, and again we'll be live with that. We're qualifying. We're live with the race tomorrow at 4:40 p.m. We will be going live with trying to think it in the head without losing it. We'll be live with the race, so we'll be doing a race watch along. And trust me, I got so mad over the penultimate race. This race last season, after what Verstappen was doing throughout the whole Grand Prix and his driving standards, I was so mad I had to delete the stream. I was flipped. I flipped because I couldn't stand the driving standards. And trust me, if it was Hamilton and he did the same thing, I'll be going just as mad. Because, like, I don't accept driving standards like that. You race hard and fair, and I'm sorry, like everyone, even afterwards, there were pundits trying to make excuses for him, and I can't buy that. Like the one who's just talking now, Paul de Resta. This guy is so far up freaking Verstappen's arse, it's unreal. I know he's just a young driver. I know he's exciting. Yes. But to sit there after Abu Dhabi and say, I think they did the right thing. Yeah, okay. Right, and it shows obviously that he knows absolutely F4 about F1, hence why he did only 59 Grand Prix. It's funny because I met his mum, his family actually, his mum and his family. We got special tickets to make a wish to go to the British Grand Prix in 2012. That's where I met Hamilton as well, and when he was driving for McLaren, and then because the only way we met him is because we got lucky access to paddock passes to Force India. We're going spares, so they let them have us. Yeah, so while they were doing practice, we were talking to his still owed me a hat from that. He said he was going to post us a signed cap. Never did. Bastard. There you go. But yeah, do hit the like button, hit the share button as well. Match reviewer is a mod because I know you're part of the panel. So, yeah, so far everyone's all right. The barrier's got to be fucking hell, the barrier's got to be fixed. Just start it, man. Come on, let's go. Does the barrier need to be fixed? Oh, don't tell me the barrier needs to be fixed. Has the barrier got to be fixed? Hey, buddy. Do you know if Mick's okay? Yes. I just said they put a tweet out saying that they heard that he is conscious. He's on his way to medical center to be assessed, as all drivers are after a massive impact like that. But he is okay. So yeah, good news is that he is okay, and we can carry on with the session as normal as soon as we get a notification of when this session will restart. Got just literally 2 seconds under 5 minutes to go. 4:58 to go of Q2. Who's going to be knocked out in Q2? I don't know. Hamilton has gone severely wrong with the setup, which I can it can only be the explanation why. You take risks, but sometimes when you're struggling, you'll take a gamble on setups to try and find the performance you want, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And in this case, it don't. I've seen before anyone has a go at Hamilton about it. I've seen Schumacher do it. Schumacher did it in 2005 so many times. Remember when Schumacher won his 7th title? Then the next season they had that one change where that because they had more durable, longer lasting tires than the Michelins, who are better performance and not less durable, right? And they got to last the whole Grand Prix. It meant that they were so much lower, right? And they only won one Grand Prix, which was the US Grand Prix, because 6 cars started, right? I remember he was trying different setups back then to try and get the car to perform, and he wasn't performing. And he was getting dropped out. Hamilton, when he won his first championship in 2008, 2009, they built a car that was literally half. It got to about Turkey, which is about 7 races in, and he said to them, "Guys, we need a new car if we are to win these races. We need a new car, not a new package. A new car, not new updates." And he still managed to win 2 Grand Prix in it. So, like, even the greatest of drivers, Senna's gone wrong on setups and had bad days. So Schumacher, right? Verstappen was had a bad weekend last weekend. So, it's just very rare you see him. How many times we've seen Hamilton rarely go wrong on a setup, and even when he has gone wrong on a setup, been so wrong that it's cost him Q1. And this is the point, and this is the point as well. I love that impact cam, you see with the is brilliant, because you get to see what a driver goes through when he goes to an impact. But yeah, like what I've also seen is that with drivers, they can easily just go wrong one day and then be great next. But with Hamilton, they very rarely go wrong. The greatest drivers very, very rarely go wrong. Right? I remember in 2017, and that was Hamilton's. This was Hamilton's dominant 2017 year, apparently, And actually, to be honest, Ferrari gave them a good fight throughout the season. They just had reliability problems during the end of the season, right? But 2017 in Monaco, he started 14th, right? He started 14th. In qualifying the next season in Germany, he started 14th, and then the next day he went on to win the Grand Prix. So all the great drivers do it. All the great drivers do it. All of them do it, right? And anyone that says that the greatest drivers don't have bad days like this, they're lying. You're lying, right? Actually, do you know what? Do you know what you should do? I should change this color to that color. So we're still waiting for a time to be given of when they're going to start this, because this is taking ages. It's been over an hour now. Well, the barrier they're not going to replace. Doesn't look like they're going to replace it. So what's the problem? Let's get on with it. Like, if you're saying it's all cool, let's get on with it then. This is Pierre Gasly getting strapped back in. Drivers feel pretty lame when they're in their car because they can't strap themselves in the car. They can't get the belts because of how tight the cockpit is, so they have to get the engineers to do it for them. Let's have a look. Should the Grand Prix have gone ahead this weekend after the attack on Friday? 67% have said out of 6 have said no, it shouldn't. 33% have said yes. If you could help by hitting the subscribe button on YouTube, it'd be really, really helpful for us. So, yeah, that'd be really, really helpful for us if you could do that. Yeah, it makes such a difference. And don't forget, we are live later on. So, yeah. Surely there's got to be an update at some point. Come on. Some drivers are getting back in the cockpit to remain their cockpits, not extended. Come on, man. What are we waiting for? Jesus Christ, man. What are we waiting for? Why are we waiting? I want to ask people about their opinions on Williams, because I really wanted Williams to be pushing up the grid this season. I was expecting them to, but I wanted to ask, is it because the fact they haven't got someone like a Russell who's been absolutely leading that team with his performances, and he's obviously now gone to Mercedes, but is it like, did you expect a lot better for them producing a better car? Because Haas have managed to beat them in terms of development. I wanted to ask that because, yeah, that puzzles me. I was expecting something better from them. I wanted something better from them. So, yeah, if you could answer that for us, it'd be really helpful. I'd love to know your opinions, your thoughts on that. on Williams because I was expecting so much better. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is taking too long. This is a joke. Come on, man. Did anyone know what actually happened? Like the accident? How did actually Mick Schumacher crash? How did he actually crash? I want to know, actually. How did he actually crash? Like, that's what I would love to know. No, that's not it. Oh, okay. I see what's gone wrong. Here we go. I'm going to play a little clip. I found the actual accident. 11. I don't think it was oversteer. He lost it. He dropped it on the curb. He understeered onto the curb of turn 11. Here, check this out. So you can see he comes through here, loses it, bang, and then bang into the other wall. So if you see again, comes around, loses it over the bumps of the curb, and then smack straight into the wall. That's what happens. So it's not oversteer. It's dropping it on the curb, dropping it on the curbs. So yeah, not pleasant, that one. And it takes the smallest of mistakes, and you have a massive accident around here because of the speed of the circuit. Don't forget, 80% full throttle around this circuit, even though it's 27 corners. So you have to be like prepared to have a massive impact if you get it wrong. And if you don't, and you manage to survive a spin or something, you're a very lucky boy. Yeah, so let me just read that again. The orange Joker shorts mixed oversteered into 11, I think. Crashed into the side barrier and then plummeted into the other one. That's all. Yeah, like I said, he lost it on the back end. Lost it on the bumps of the curb, which unsettled the car. But yeah, session hopefully should be back on soon. Hopefully. This is taking fucking ages, I'll tell you that, man. It's taking ages. Yeah, the curb definitely had an impact. You never know where a driver can crash. I think the FIA needs to add tyre barriers to different places of the track. Yeah, the problem with tyre barriers is that they take a lot more space than the normal absorbed, like, not concrete walls, but yeah, they take a lot more space because you have to put 3 or 4 of them behind one another. So hence why I don't think in that particular place they could do it. because also they've had to widen some of the barriers and put the barriers back a bit to give them more visibility around these blind corners. Because obviously, if you saw last season, when Hamilton, for example, was on a slow lap, no one could see a white flag until it was too late, right? And Mazepin came out, flying around the corner, and nearly took himself out and ran into the back of Lewis. So, but yeah, still waiting for this session to get underway. What is going on? Come on, man. Who do you think will take pole? That's a good question. I was going to do that as another poll, actually. I'm saying I just think Leclerc looks too strong at the minute. Sainz, I know, has been very strong, but for me, Leclerc is very strong. I think in a way, it's more important for Sainz to get pole and actually also win this race to also get his season off to a winning start, but get a winning start to a season, but also to lay down the marker to Ferrari that, hang on, yes, Leclerc is your golden child because he's come all the way from the Ferrari Academy, right? But hang on, you brought me in here to be a successful driver, and I ain't just gonna play second fiddle, right? For your number one driver, right? There's gonna be fair. It's gonna be fair and equal, right? Or for both of us. So yeah, I think it's more important for Sainz to get it, but I do think Leclerc will still get it for me. I just feel on average he's probably just a little bit better, a little bit stronger. So let me have a look at the one problem with Leclerc though is he can make the odd mistake or two. So yeah. Next. And then finally, right. So let's have a look. 53% say on the website that Leclerc is going to get pole. So they've been assessing the barriers in the oil. Oh, you're joking, aren't you? What are we doing now? Oh, Jesus, don't tell me we're taking we're doing. We are we? Are we changing the barriers? Fuck me. Don't tell me they're changing the barriers. We'll be here all fucking night. Honestly, we'll be here all night. Honest to God. Jesus Christ. God. Yeah, I report that. They said they're physically fine. Right. Seeing a comparison now of Hamilton's lap to Russell's. Yeah, you can tell. But look, the setup, he's got so much more understeer Hamilton into turn 1 and 2. And he's having to work even harder on the wheel to get it run. So you could just tell from the first 2 corners the car's set up wrong. It's had a poor weekend. Oh, it's just... do you know what I would do? I would put myself on the same setup as Russell. Right? I would do the same setup as Russell, start in the pit lane, and go for it from there. That's what I would do if I was Hamilton, and then try and work your way up through the grid on that one. That's what I would do. Because, he's starting 16th, so he's starting at the back anyway, so you might as well start at the back, save the pile up into turn 1, avoid that, pick up any loose positions there, work your way up for the grid. Because the setup of the car, you can tell, look, he's struggling for 22, 23 just to get it round. So much more understeer. If he does that in a race, he's going to be mugged. He's going to be absolutely mugged. Didn't do that one very well, did I? Oh, I know what that is, don't I? I know what that is. So, yeah, some news from the Hasses. It was all good news. They have confirmed that Schumacher. Yeah, there you go. I've got the report. I've got the report from the live commentary now. I'll give it to you now. Nope. That one. So, an update, and it's good news. They have confirmed that Mick Schumacher appears physically fine, and has actually spoken to his mum, Corinne. The next stage will likely to be a horrible visit for precautionary scans, but there shouldn't be problems there. So yeah. Oh, here we go. So Norris has had to get out of the car to go somewhere. Yeah, we're going to be sitting here for a while, guys. But any questions you got, hit me with them. Hit me with any questions you've got, anything you've got. Yo, Eugene, man, big up yourself. Going to join you, going to sleep soon. Nick had a bad crash, delayed restart. Absolutely. Hashtag leave you out. Yeah, big up, man. Big up. If you haven't got to subscribe to his channel, which is Spurswasion TV, so make sure you go and do that right now. big crash. Right. So yeah, going through. Yeah. Oof. It's a massive impact. It's also the corner where Sainz had his spin last year. Jesus Christ, that is a big impact. So he's turned in, a little bit of oversteer, but that's not a problem. Gone into there, still got the control of the car, and then that bump, hitting that curve has unsettled the car too much. It's just when he hits the curb, he had it controlled until he hit the curb, and then that's it, you're a passenger. Bang. Yeah, so still waiting right now. It's going to be a long time. Let's see if there's any more questions, guys. Where do you think? Where do you reckon K-Mag will come? I think you'll get into the top 10 again. To be honest, Adam, man, how do you know what's happened? Oh, come on, man. Like, surely you should know. Like, basically, Hamilton's out of Q1. Mick Schumacher's had a massive accident at turn 11, which he's okay for, but that's what's caused it. So yeah, if you could share the channel, please, it really would help. If you could also subscribe, it really would help as well. Yeah, it really would help us big time. So make sure you do so. I'm still not happy with it. I'm just gonna bear with me 2 seconds. I'm gonna turn the light on. Getting dark in here, man. And I'll be back in 2 secs. 2 secs. You all right, Adam? Hello?
Hello, just got home.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm glad Mick's okay.
Yeah, he's fine. The new safety features proving their worth. The barrier's taken now, going to take ages to replace.
We've had some bad accidents at Jeddah.
Well, yeah, that's because it's 80% full throttle.
Yeah,
It's the fastest. That's what happens when you've got the fastest street circuit on the calendar.
yeah.
So you're gonna going up close against the barriers, and if you get it wrong, you're straight in them. End of story.
Do you think Mick will be racing tomorrow?
Probably not by the record of damage of the car. Not by
So do you think
not by his injuries.
it'll be one Haas out there tomorrow?
Yeah, because I just said because of the damage
Yeah.
of the car. The car's split in half.
Yeah.
It was hanging off by a hydraulic line. There's no way they're going to repair that car in time.
Hamilton out of Q1.
Yeah, because Mercedes have A, gone wrong on this frigging setup. B, what the fuck have they been doing over the winter? You have spent less than Red Bull last season and made it bloody clear you did so, right? Because you wanted to invest on this season. You even put James Allison back as technical director, moved him back to the fucking Brackley base so he could work on the 22 car, right? So why is it now all of a sudden we're now slower than Red Bull? And by a mile, by half a second. Why is that happening? Right? If you had spent the same as Red Bull, probably end up worse, but this season. But Hamilton would have won that at a cruise. At a cruise. Because we'd had more development. And he managed to keep up with them despite the lack of development.
Yeah, I really do not know why.
Right? I'm fuming with them. Right? What have they been doing?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really. They were saying that they were waiting for 2022, and
they said in Monaco they are not spending. There we go. Race will resume at 9:40 local time, which is in 6 minutes' time. 6 minutes' time, the race will resume. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord.
I thought that meant 9:40 here.
I'm a Hamilton fan first, to be honest, more than a Mercedes fan. But I am supporting. George Russell as well. Because
I'm just glad Mick's okay, to be honest.
Yeah, but obviously we got to
yeah.
Look at the rest of the session.
Come on, Charles.
Yeah, I think Charles will have it. 40% of the vote is going his way in the poll. So if in the poll,
it's either him or Carlos. There's not really many votes for Max, which is, to be fair, I haven't watched this, so has Max not looked?
Yeah, the Ferraris just look stronger. Ferraris just look stronger.
At first I thought, but Mercedes, man, they... But watch, now you're just going to have all the Red Bull fans saying, oh, Hamilton can't do it when the car's not good.
Bollocks.
But
These
the
are
car
how
wasn't.
dumb. No. These people that say that obviously have never obviously watched his career, and obviously have never watched Formula One past 2009, right? Or before 2009. 2009, McLaren produced such a car. In literally the first race of the season, Hamilton was knocked out in Q1 as the world champion. Right?
Mm.
He still managed to win 2 races in it. Whereas Schumacher, when he won his 7th title, right? When he won his 7th title, the only race he won was in United States. Was in the United States. And that's only because there was a 6-car start between them, the two rear gunners, the 2 other teams that were at the back of the grid. So it's just the Ferraris on their own because of the tyre mix-up in 2005.
Yeah, and Jeddah's not a track where you want to be.
No, what I'm saying is that these people, right, love to give it the mouth, but obviously know F4 about F1 in its history. Because if you actually check Hamilton's career, right, he's managed to be able to perform in cars that should not be performing at all.
What do you think if Verstappen was in that car Hamilton was in right now?
He'd be struggling the same as Hamilton.
Yeah.
Who had beaten in those last 3 races of the season last season? Hamilton trounced him. The only reason, right, and even the last race, he destroyed him.
Mm.
I'm a Hamilton fan too. I'm gutted by the result. I believe the Mercedes had a plan that could make them faster than Ferrari, but it didn't follow the regs.
I think getting faster than Ferrari. I think they tried to match Red Bull's pace or be a bit.
I don't know what they've been doing.
Do you think? Clearly, they haven't been doing.
No, I don't know what they've been doing about their engine either. Their engine's now probably like just. It's like they've gone from one of the fastest engines to. I'm getting a lot of feedback from your mic, mate.
It's always. Should I go on my laptop instead? I think it might be better.
Yes, go on your laptop. It'd be better.
Okay, I'll be like 5 minutes.
All right. So I feel, why is it now we've gone from one of the fastest, most reliable engines to now nearly one of the slowest? What have they been doing? You've made it quite clear you're saving all this money for this season to be ahead. What have you been doing? Right? Make it fucking clear to us, man. The engine is appalling. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's appalling. It's like you've just decided, I'm not going to bother doing anything today. Right? I'm not going to bother. What have they been doing? You all sat there and said you are hurt, physically hurt, to what happened in Abu Dhabi. You all said that. You all said you couldn't celebrate the fact you've won an 8 consecutive constructors title because of Abu Dhabi. Then fucking act like it. Fucking act like it. Because you don't. You don't act like it right now. You don't act like it at all. It's like you haven't been bothered. I'm sorry, if I'm in that team and I'm seeing Verstappen pull out that garage with number 1 on his car, like, that would fucking be tearing me up inside because I've let my freaking driver down. Because he should have won it. He should have won it in that last race. Because he had beat him. On the day, he had beaten him. On the day. Look, they're just acting like they're acting like it's no big deal. But hey, the session is underway. We're underway. We're underway. Finally, back underway here. That's better.
Alright, so
That's
yeah,
better.
sorry about my phone.
Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
Okay.
Right. So you got Max coming out for like all the drivers are now going to come out for probably 1 time lap, 2 time lap.
Has it just started? Or
Yeah, it's just restarted.
yeah, I'm on a stream, so I might be a few seconds behind you.
A lot of porpoising on the other Haas of Magnussen.
So we're in Q2 now?
Yeah, we've got 3 minutes of Q2, then we've got the rest of Q3 to do.
Yeah. Guan Yu Zhou in Q2.
Yeah, Guan Yu Zhou is in Q2 as well. Yeah, he's 11th at the minute. Here comes
He's not doing too.
Magnussen. Here comes Magnussen starting a flying lap now. Coming into turn 1. Flicks it turn 2.
Oh, I'm really behind. I've just seen Verstappen come out now.
Yeah, you're very behind.
Sorry.
So yeah, coming through turns 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then coming down to there's a lot of porpoising on that ass, but he's managed to cope with it.
Should I try and find a better stream?
If you can, because I can't pause mine.
Okay.
13, 14, 15, and he's backed off. So he's just obviously preparing the tyres then. He's preparing the tyres. Here comes Norris in the McLaren. Running on turns 13. I love this cockpit cam. The cockpit cams are just insane. You really get an idea of what these drivers go through. Like, as he's accelerating up to turns 20, gone up to turns 22,
behind.
23. Yeah, then you'll just have to do, mate.
Sorry.
Coming up to turns 27 now. Into the last turn. He's on a personal best at the minute. Power down the straight. DRS should be open, and it's a 129.6, and it goes 8th. Stroll on a quick lap as well. Like, don't forget, Stroll, the son of fucking Darth Lord fucking Stroll, right? Who decides I'm gonna bollock my own fucking team after one performance, right? After one Grand Prix, he's giving them a massive bollocking because they finished 11th, 12th, and 14th. Well, just spending tons of money on it, it's not the whole fucking point, mate. It doesn't. It's not the be
You have
all
to have a
and
good
all.
relationship and
No, you have to get the good structure. It's like any
Strategy.
football club. It's good structure, good management, good mechanics, team, and then drivers. So it's a whole package. It's not just spending money, tons of money in it.
I love these driver
And
cams.
plus you're only 2 years into it. You're saying you've got a 5-year plan. You're in your 2nd year, so you are where you are. Then, if you're in only your 2nd year, then you should be like in the position you are right now. So I don't know what they're on about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
Alonso, Alonso 5th, Magnussen puts himself up to 7th.
Go on,
Bottas
K-Mag.
goes 6th. Stays 6th and improves. Ocon, who's in the danger zone, he's on a quick lap. Then Schumacher. Obviously, Schumacher can't improve, but comes around the last corner now. Ocon comes out of that last corner where he got out dragged down by Bottas last year. Comes to the line now. 8th fastest. He knocks Mick Schumacher out. Norris is on the bubble. Norris is out. Norris is out. He's in the pits. Norris is out. And Ricciardo's out again. Both McLarens
Out.
out. They are out. 50. 11th is Lando Norris. 12th. But still problems at McLaren. What is going on? Right, and I think part of it is to do with that bloody power unit.
Mercedes.
I don't know what the fuck they've been doing. It's like, I just don't want to bother this.
I think Russell's got through, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Russell's got through.
Just about.
Russell's through. He was 10th. So Russell weren't doing too good either. So everyone's having a go at Hamilton. Russell wasn't doing much better. It wasn't like Russell was mixing it up with the others, which is what Mercedes want to try and do.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not going to hold that against him because A, he's adapting to a new team, and plus I want him to do well anyway. So, like, and apart from them, if it ain't them two, I want anyone other than a fucking Red Bull to win. Because I can't stand that twat called Christian Horner.
Christian Horner.
Karen Horner, sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna say.
My word, George was close to being out as like the engine is appalling. The engine's just stood still. I don't know what they've done with it. If they said they've improved it, right, I'd tell them, do me a favour, go back to the old one. Go back to the old one. Use the old one. The old one was better. So those drivers are out right now. So I'm going to bring up the timing screens as well. So we look at the timing screens. Daniel Ricciardo.
All right, so we see progress since last week.
Not good.
Okay, so they're still showing that same area, that's turn 10 to turn 13 as slippery.
Right, so yeah, not good by them two. Right. So leaderboard. Look at that for a leaderboard. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna quickly drop that out now. So at the bottom 11 are the other 10 drivers are Norris, Ricciardo, Zhou, Schumacher, Stroll, Hamilton, Albon, Hulkenberg, Latifi, and then Tsunoda, who didn't even set a time.
So is Zhou out?
Yeah, it says 13th.
Not bad.
Yeah, and he got points in his last race. So Bottas in 6th. So again, Bottas, 103rd time he's now made it into Q3 straight. And he's doing this in an Alpha now. Like, give the guy his flowers.
Yeah. Always thought Valtteri was underrated.
To be honest, though, like, he couldn't push the car as much as Hamilton could. You did, to be honest, last season you saw the difference between Lewis, Max, and then Sergio Perez and Bottas. That's why he was rated that highly, only that high, because he can only push the car so far. Hamilton could push it to another level. So, time loss between Max Verstappen in first and Russell ninth, 6 tenths. 6 tenths. 6 tenths. And this, and that is to a car that apparently is supposed to have had less money spent on it because they spent more money. I mean, what the? Oh, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it.
Oh, sorry. I'll put my phone on silent.
It's alright as long as it doesn't make a ringtone.
What?
As long as it's alright as long as it doesn't play a ringtone.
Yeah.
Right, so prepare for qualifying 3. Qualifying, the final shootout session will commence literally in the next 2 to 3. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, something like that. Something like that. But yeah, McLaren, they're saying they're improving, but that's still not good enough. Like, especially when they've been fighting Ferrari last season, who now are way ahead. And here we go, look, as we prepare for the final session, the drivers are about to come out.
Who came first?
Green light. Here we go. Race session started. Third final session has started. Oops. So yeah, that's now starting now. So the actual previous pole time was set by Hamilton at 1:27.5. So let's see if anyone could beat that, because they're not that far off actually. Well, the fastest drivers are. So we'll see how fast they can go in this one. But you see, obviously the drivers. I think that you see the drivers probably pushing a little bit harder on these out laps to build temperature, because these tires struggle to build temperature. Not surface temperature, but actually deep rooted like temperature. Oh, here we go. Look, it's Sergio Perez who now comes out the last. What's George Russell gonna do? All right, this George Russell still waiting to come out of the pits. Here comes Max. And start his flying lap.
This stream's making a weird noise, so I'll just. You
ain't got F1 TV?
No.
It's literally like maximum £8 a month.
The only thing I can do is go downstairs, but there's so much noise down there, so it wouldn't.
Yeah, but you can get it on your phone on F1 TV for about £8 a month.
Oh, yeah, I lost my dad later.
Yeah. It's so much easier.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm not gonna watch stream. I'll just.
But yeah, Leclerc coming through turn 8, 9. Well, 18, 19.
I'll be 1
No,
minute.
17. 20 comes to 22. Leclerc 22. Sorry, it was Leclerc. I was looking at 23. Coming down 24, 25, 26, and then he'll come to 27 before braking into the last corner. Leclerc going for fastest lap. Good exit at the last corner. DRS open. What's the time going to be? It's a 28.4 for Leclerc. Carlos Sainz. What's his lap time going to be? He's gone faster on a 28.4 dead.
Who?
He's 400s faster than Leclerc. Sainz. Here comes Perez. He's coming through turn 17 and 18 now. 19 to 20 and 21 and 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and in last corner 27. Right, Power's out of there, coming down to the line, wheeling open. What's this going to be? It's a 28.5. It's a 10th off. So what Max Verstappen can do? What is Max Verstappen going to do now? He's flying through turn 17, 18, 19. This is where you really put your, this is where it's really big balls. You have balls of steel now. Oof. Yeah. You've got to leave no margin for error at all. Literally put it all on the line.
But we know what happened last year when Max really tried to go for it.
Yeah, I doubt he'll make the same mistake again. Plus, they widened the corner. He did this time. He comes out of here down to the final. It's only 6th.
Oh, just.
It's only 6th. Don't know what happened there with Max Verstappen, but it's only 6th.
You ain't complaining though, are you?
No, I think it's brilliant.
To be honest, as a Ferrari fan, I don't care who gets first.
Yeah, I get that.
In fact, I'd even say I prefer Carlos.
Yeah, no, if you're a Ferrari fan, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm joking. I like both drivers. I want them both to do well.
Well, yeah, because you're a Ferrari fan. So, if you're a Ferrari fan, you don't mind whichever, as long as the Ferrari's at front.
Yeah. I'd like to see Carlos get his first win, though.
Yeah, he was struggling out of turn 2, Max Verstappen. He would have lost a little bit of time, but he wouldn't have lost that much. It's a little drag, a little bit of drifting.
Can I ask
on the
you a
way out
question quickly?
Hang on, coming for 22, 23, a little snap there, but not too much. Really riding on that curve. He probably could have caused some damage to the floor riding on that curve that hard. Go on. You're gonna ask a question.
Yeah, is it at 6 o'clock the race tomorrow UK time?
No, it's not. It's 5.
Okay.
It's 5, I believe. So here comes Russell now. He's at turn 17, 18. Come on, Russell. Come on, man. 22, 23, 24. It's just completely relentless, flat, all the way to the end until the final corner. Final corner now, in, out, comes out and back onto the straight. DRS, what's it going to be? It's fifth. At 10th, it's 5/10 off Perez, but
It's at 6 o'clock, the race.
what?
Mine says, my app said it's at 6 o'clock.
What? What's it 16? Okay. Well, right. So yeah, so we'll be live at 5:40 then.
Okay.
So we'll be live at 5:40 for that. Oh. Whoa! What's happened there? What's happened there?
What's happened?
Obviously nothing. I thought that something happened there, but then obviously not.
I mean, it's good for Russell because
So Perez comes out again. Right. So out again comes Charles Leclerc. He's in second, 400th off Sainz's pole time of a 1:28.4. With 2 minutes and 38 to go, they'll probably can get 2 time laps in, which is probably what everyone wants, is 2 time laps to heat the tyres up.
yeah.
Well, I think some of them might get it, but I don't think all of them will get it.
Oh, did you hear what Dominic Carley said about their? Well, it won't happen. I mean, I hope not. But apparently, about a 30 race season.
Yeah, I know. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid. 30 race season. How are you going to do all that?
I think 23 is enough, to be honest.
Yeah, it is way enough.
Yeah.
The drivers were knackered after last season, and that was 22.
You don't need 6 more.
Why do we need 6, 7 more?
Apparently, they won a race in Vegas or something.
Yeah, good. Swap one out. Do one alternate. One Miami, one Vegas.
What track would you get rid of?
Well, there's
If
some
you-
you can't get rid of.
What?
They should bring the German fucking Grand Prix back before we start.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to see South Africa just so we've won in every continent. Well, apart from that.
Yeah, but like you can go up to 25 and that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing
No.
else.
I personally like 23.
Well, the original target was 25, so there you go. Leclerc's gone 2/10 faster in the second sector as well. He is on a flying rapid, a real flyer right now. Sainz is only a 10th down on his time. Going to take a monumental effort to get. He's been down on both of his sectors. Leclerc comes through, powers out the last corner. This should be pole. Drives to the line. It's pole. It's 2/10. And Sainz has no answer. He has no answer for it. Now, what can Sergio Perez do? Fastest second sector. Comes into the last corner now. Good drive out in the last corner. Pulls it for the line.
I have a feeling.
Perez goes fastest!
Oh,
And what's Max got? Only 4th! Perez is on pole.
fair play.
Perez is on pole.
Fair play.
Yeah, fair play to Perez, but I can't stand his teeth. Right. Fair play. Perez is on pole position.
Horner's.
Stand that guy smiling. I can't stand fucking Horner smiling. I really can't. Can't stand it.
At least
What
it's
a
not
lad.
Max.
What a lap. That was a lap.
I thought we had it. Oh,
It was 0. It's 200ths off. Leclerc was 200ths off. 200ths. It was that close. I'll give everyone the rest of the top 10 now.
oh,
Right.
I've got to go now. See you.
Alright, see ya. But yeah, so 200ths off Leclerc. Right, 2/10 off is Sainz. Another 2/10 off was Max Verstappen. Well, no, sorry. Look, this is how close it was between everyone. It's very close. Very, very close. So Russell ends up 6th behind Ocon. Oh, and Ocon nearly lost it into the barriers of turn 11. Jeez, he got away with that one. He got away with that one. At least the cheat himself is in 4th. Apps, well said. That's it. Incident involving car 1 noted. What's that about? Oh, I'd love to know what that's about. Apparently, there's a note about. Let me have a look at that live commentary. This here.
Pole position.
Yes!
Pole position.
Yes!
Well done.
Yes! Thank you, guys. The hard work always pays off, man. Thank you, guys.
What's Matt still to save himself?
Happy to open the lap at plus 12 or 13 max if you need it.
Yeah, you need a lot more than that, mate. Trust me. I haven't seen anything other than that. I haven't seen anything noted yet, so we'll have to wait to see what they come up with. But yeah, mate, like, fair play to him. Like, Max is in 4th with Leclerc 2nd, Sainz 3rd. The rest of the timing screens, if we also look at it as well. Right, so yeah, Perez, Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Ocon, Russell, Alonso, Bottas, Gasly, and Magnussen. Then the bottom 11 with Norris, Ricciardo, Zhou, Schumacher, Stroll, Hamilton, Albon, Hulkenberg, Latifi, and Tsunoda. So there we are. Right, but the main thing I'm going to take from this, Mercedes, what the fuck have you been playing at? That's what I want to know. What have you been doing over the winter? Because it's like you ain't done anything. Your engine's now appalling, right? You're 5/10 off someone who has spent more money on you than you on last season, right? And that hasn't saved as much for this season, right? You took your friggin' technical director away, from last season to invest in this season, and you're still behind. What the hell have you lot been playing at? That's what I want to know. Right? I'm sorry, Hamilton does not end up 16th by himself. By himself. There has got to be something wrong with the car. Right? And setup is a very, probably, for me, that's probably the political way he's probably tried to describe that. There's something fundamentally wrong that you've done with that car. Sorry, man. Like, you need to have a frigging word with themselves. Honest to God. But yeah, like, we're gonna have to wrap it up there because it's gone 2 hours. I'm now knackered after that. It took so long to do. But yeah, make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, you hit the share button. We are live at 5:40 tomorrow for the race. Race is 5:40 tomorrow. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe. Hit the share button as well. If you know anyone that's an F1 fan, share the channel. Please get them to subscribe. We welcome all fans, right? Whether you're a Red Bull fan, whether you're a Ferrari, Leclerc, Verstappen, Hamilton, any one of them, just come down, come join in, feel like, watch me give out the passion that I have for the sport. By the way I react with some things. But yeah, and then just, yeah, come and join the banter as well, because we do have banter about it. So make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and we're back tomorrow at 5:40 for the race itself. And then there'll be a review 9 p.m. after that. All right? There'll be a review at 9 p.m. after that. Until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.